Hello, students. So, after the literature chapter, let us start with the writing skill. And the writing skill that we are going to start today is letter writing. So, letters, as you all know, are very important in our life, as throughout our life, at one or the another place, we have to write a letter. Bacha. It is very important to learn about the correct formation of letter writing. So, what is letter writing? Letter writing is an essential skill nowadays, especially. Despite the prevalence of emails and text messages, also, everyone has to write letters at some point, right? So, letters of complaints, jobs, application, thank you letters, letters requesting changes or making suggestions, the list goes on and on, right? So, many kind of letters we have to write in our lifetime. As you all are students right now, so you have to write applications that are the part of formal letters, right? So writing letters from an early age improves communication, social skills and handwriting skills, and teaches what we need to know about writing and structuring a letter, right? So it is very important to learn writing skills, especially the letter writing. So types of letters we will learn first. So the first type of letter is formal letter. Okay. And the second type is informal letter. You must have read about the informal letters in your class 5 as. So what is formal letter? Formal letter, as a name suggests, which is formal in way, okay, which is not very touched by us. It is in a formal way. So these letters follow a certain pattern and formalities. Okay, so they are strictly kept professional in nature and directly address the issues concerned. Any type of business letter or letter to authorities falls within this given category. Okay, so your letters or to the bank managers or the editor or any professional or your school principal, teacher, these are the formal letters. So here is the format of a formal letter, how we can write a formal letter. So formal letter is having a very strict format which that we have to follow, otherwise it will be wrong. First comes is the sender's address. Okay, so first is the sender's address. The address and contact details of the sender are written here. Number two is the date. Date is what? Date is written below the sender's address after leaving one space or line. We leave one line and after that we write the date. And the date should be in alphanumeric form. Like in notice writing, if you remember, I told you that we always write the date in alphanumeric form in our writing skills. Here example is given 2nd July to 2020 means July is written in your alphabets, right? And 2020 is in numericals and 2 second the date is also in numericals. Number three is the receiver's address. After the date, after leaving one line from date, we have to write the receiver's address. So what is the receiver's address? Receiver is the person who is receiving the letter, right? So receiver's address will come here. So the address of the recipient, the officer or the principal, editor is written here. After writing the this particular receiver's address, you will write the subject of the letter. Okay, so in the subject of the letter, the main purpose of writing the letter will come here. Okay, it must be written in one line. It must means in a very short form. It has to be written. It must convey the matter for which the letter is written. After writing the subject, you will write the salutation. Salutation is respected sir, ma'am, etc. After the salutation, you will start with writing the body of the letter or the content of the letter, right? So the body is the matter of the letter is written here. It is divided into 3 paragraphs mainly. In the first paragraph, you will introduce yourself and the purpose of writing the letter in brief. In short form, you will explain about who you are and what is the purpose of your writing the letter. In the second paragraph, you will give the details of the matter. Okay, what all you want to write about that particular topic on which you are writing that letter. That purpose you will explain. In the third paragraph, you will conclude by mentioning what you expect. Okay, so what you are expecting in return. Obviously, if you are writing a letter to somebody, you are expecting in return from that person. So that expectation you will write in the next paragraph, like last paragraph. For example, a solution to your problem or to highlight an issue in the newspaper, etc. After that, after finishing the content, you will write a complimentary closing. That complimentary closing will be like thanking you and yours faithfully or yours obediently, like that. Okay. And after that, the sender's name, signature, or designation, if any. Sender's name will surely become. Okay, as you are a student, you will write down your name, and your class also you can mention. Okay, this is the format of a formal letter. After this, we will learn about the example of formal letter. So in this picture, we will do the application to principal. That is very important for you in this class especially. So you must be aware of how to write an application. So your question is, write an application to the principal asking for leave for 3 days because of a wedding you have to attend. Okay. So here is the application. So first you will write the address, and one more thing to keep in mind, Vacha, whenever we write an application to the principal, in that we do not require the sender's address. Okay, we do not require the sender's address, means you do not have to mention your own address. Okay, so here we will start with the principal, Barry Public School, or any name of the school, Gurgaon, Haryana, you have written. After that, leave one line as the space is given over here. Then you will write the date. Okay, in the date which will write the date in alphanumeric. As I told you, the month should be in alphabetical form. Okay, after that, leave one line and then mention the subject. The subject, application for leave from, means the starting date to the end date. You can write leave from 1st July 2020 to 3rd July 2020. Got it? So this is a brief introduction, means the brief motive of your writing the letter to the principal. So here, dear sir or ma'am, I would like to bring to your kind notice or kind attention that I am a student of class 6 of your school. Okay, so in the first line you are introducing yourself. You can divide it into paragraphs also, and you can write it like this also in single paragraph. Next week, so you have, in the first line you have explained about yourself, that who you are, right? In the next line you will write about your motive of writing the letter. So you will tell about that. Next week I have to attend my cousin's marriage in Jaipur. Okay, and I would not be able to attend the school from 1st July 2020 to 3rd July 2020. Okay, you have now mentioned the reason of writing the letter, that you have to go to a marriage in Jaipur and it is far away, so you have to take leaves of almost 3 days. I will be able to rejoin from 4th July 2020. I would be highly obliged if you will grant me leave for 3 days. So here, bacha, as you are writing a letter to your principal, so you will write in a very polite manner. So you will say that I would be highly obliged if you will grant me leave for 3 days. Okay, I shall be really thankful to you. Okay, so here you have paid your gratitude, and in the end, in the last line, at last you will mention thanking you, and after that the closing line, yours obediently, as you're writing to your principal. After that you will mention your name, Aman Sharma, or any name, or after that class. Okay, so that the principal can get to know about your class as well, though you have mentioned it in your first line of the letter also in the content. Okay, so this will be your letter, bacha, or a formal letter or application, you can say. Okay, after the formal application or formal letter, to the informal letter. So what is an informal letter? These are personal letters. They need not follow any set pattern or adhere to any formalities. Okay, means in the content you can write anything in it. As the informal letters, where no formality you have to pay, right? So they contain personal information or are written conversation also. Informal letters are generally written to friends, family members, or relatives, etc. Now, here is the format of informal letter. First, the sender's address will come, right? The address of the sender will be written over here. And in this address of the sender, with all the details. After that date, the date is written below the address after leaving one line. Okay, same as the formal letter, same in alphanumeric form. After that, salutation will come. Now here you do not have to mention the receiver's address, okay, because as you used to post it, so you have to write it outside the envelope. So salutation will come, no subject will come here like formal letter. Okay, Here is the absence of subject and receiver's address. Number three, salutation or greetings. In salutation or greetings, we will write dear dash, dear father, mother, friend, the name of the friend, anything. Okay. After that, number four will be the body of the letter or the content of the letter. The matter of the letter is written here. It is divided into three paragraphs. First paragraph is the beginning. You will write anything according to yourself. Number two is the main content. Means main content. Why are you writing a letter? There must be a purpose of writing the letter, no? So the main content will come there. In the third paragraph, the ending will be there. In the ending, you will write like pay my gratitude to the aunt and all the elders and love to all the younger ones or the smaller than you. After that, the closing will be yours lovingly, as you are the loved one of them, so you will write yours lovingly. After closing, sorry, number six will be sender's name and signature. Okay, signature is not very important. Sender's name should be there, but okay. So this is your format of informal letter. Here is the absence of receiver's address and subject. Okay, else is almost same as the formal letter. So example of informal letter, the question is there, just look at the question. Write a letter to your friend Rudra inviting him to spend the summer vacation at your place in Mumbai. You are Saksham. Do not exceed 120 to 150 words. So what is this, Vacha? In this letter, as which I always take care of this thing, if in the question, the name of the receiver or the person who is writing the letter or the writer is written over there, so you have to mention that particular name only. Okay, so always keep this thing in your mind, and if the address is also given, then also you have to use that particular address. So here we have to keep in mind that the name of the friend is Rudra, the writer is Sakshi or Saksham, and Saksham you can write as your friend is Rudra, and you have to call or invite your friend for summer vacations, and you are living in Mumbai. Okay, you have to keep these things in mind. So this is your informal letter. So first you will mention the address. Okay. So we have mentioned the house number, then the apartment where the person is living, then the place name, and then the name of the state. Okay, with pin code. Then after leaving one line, we will mention the date. Okay, July 5, 2020. Any date means whenever you are writing that. After that, leaving a line, we will mention dear, the salutation. Obviously, the person is your friend, so you will write dear Rudra. After that, the content will come. So, what is the first paragraph of the content? First paragraph is the beginning. Like you will ask, tell him about yourself, and you will ask a question from him. So, it's been a while since I have heard from you. Okay, means it is a long time when I have heard from you. Where have you been? Okay, you are asking a question to your friend. And you can see that how informally you are writing this thing. Hai na? I hope this letter finds you in the best of your health. Okay. After that, you will tell about the main reason of writing the letter, right? So as summers are approaching, I was thinking if you could spend the summer break together at my place in Mumbai. Okay, so here you can see that in the letter the person has written the name of the place same as in the question, right? So as summers are approaching, I was thinking if you could come spend the summer break together at my place in Mumbai, I will introduce to all my friends and close relatives. I will give you a city tour as well. Okay, means we will go to the whole city. We will have a tour of that. We will spend some quality time in the afternoons near the seashores. As you know that Mumbai is near the sea, so he is also saying that tempting him for coming over there. So he is saying that we will spend some quality time in the afternoons near the seashores. To add cherry on the cake means in the addition to it, the weather here is very pleasant during these days due to sea winds. Okay, so he is tempting the person to come over there, so he will feel very excited to go over there. He is telling that the weather is also very pleasant. And after that, here you have written the main motive of writing the letter. And now is the last paragraph. In this, you will close it by paying the gratitude and all. I am excited even at the thought of you and I spending the summer together after so long. Okay, so he's showing his excitement to him. I have to tell you a lot of things and expect the same from you. Okay, give me my regards to auntie and uncle. Hope to see you soon. Okay, as he is your friend, so you will pay your regards to his parents, right? So, hope to see you soon. And at the end, you will write the closing line. For example, yours lovingly. Okay, so yours lovingly, Sakshi or Saksham, any name you can write. Okay, so this is your informal letter. Hopefully, you have understood it, bacha. And as you have done in your class 5, 4 also, you must be aware of it. So, do it well, bacha. Writing a letter is a very good art or a very good skill. So, if you will practice it, you will be a master of that. Okay, so practice writing as much letters as you can or applications. Okay, thank you so much, students. Hopefully, you have understood it, and we will do it in the team session as well. So take care of yourself, all of you, and goodbye.